Oh, she's probably outside, is what I thought at first, so I continued to wait. There was this distant sound in the back of the room, but I ignored it. Usually there was never any sound from inside the house except when the girl spoke, or when my stiff, dull limbs moved and screeched. Then I realized that it came from the window. The sight I was about to witness would have made me cry if I had been in human form. My mismatched eyes saw a sparkle like one of those lights that fled outside, hitting against the window again and again, just like a fly trying to get out through a transparent area. So the lights were souls, moving slowly towards the big window, like I was being drenched in sticky syrup. I thought that maybe it was better this way. The window slid up with a high screech when I pushed it and saw the small confused sparkle stop a bit in its movement. I didn't want to call it since I knew who it was. The newly born sparkle was the girl's soul. She had probably died sometime when I was sleeping. Her light advanced towards me, and I stopped in front of my doll-like face. I held out my hand, and the sparkle lowered itself into it. We stood like that for a long while. Then she suddenly made a swirl in the hand and fled away in an unsteady pattern. Farewell, my dear. The glistering sparkle began at the exact moment as she flew out the window. Now when I stood outside, I watched the only ever existed being with life in this world fly away. So I was now all alone in this world, this lonely, lonely world, without anyone to talk to, without anyone to look at. Really, if I had eyes, I would have cried, but I was glad that I had given her this time with me, so she wouldn't have to die. Girl Sparkle was shining brighter than any of the other lights. It was as if the lights reflected her happiness, a feeling that must have been very unusual to her. She had finally found herself at peace. Her bright light swirled in loops a couple more times and then suddenly flew so high up in the sky that I couldn't detect it anymore. Soon she will be born into a more happy and lively world, like the one I came from. I'm glad for her. A warm feeling swelled upon inside me without knowing where it would come from. Maybe it was slowly developing a heart. Even if it was, it wouldn't change a thing. The fact that I was now alone in this world that has ended. The roles I had switched sides. Was someone supposed to watch over me now? I hoped somebody would. The feeling of total loneliness was almost unbearable. I wanted to disappear from this world, not caring if there was actually someone watching over me that would be left alone if I left. Even the lights stopped flying outside, and deep darkness surrounded me. I bet it was very cold too, but that I wouldn't know, since I do not have any such feelings. Now this world really was dead. The only being with life didn't exist here anymore. The only thing I could do was to sit inside the room on the little chair beside the dark cherry tree table and watch through the window as the deep darkness got deeper and surrounded me even more. Soon there will be nothing left. Even I, with a half-life existence, would disappear. I was not so sure if I would be reborn anywhere else.